Hey, welcome you all to the course Software Engineering and Project Management. Myself Abhinay Gulabrao Dhamankar. I am belonging from IT department, PICT Pune. I welcome you all to the course. In continuation with the previous session, let's discuss what is software engineering definition. The seminal definitions of software engineering is the establishment and the use of sound engineering principles in order to obtain economically software that is reliable and works efficiently on real machines. So this is one seminal definition. What the IEEE definition says about the software engineering is software engineering first, the application of a systematic, disciplined, quantifiable approach. Discipline, quantifiable approach to the development, operation, and maintenance of the software. That is the application engineering to software, the study of approaches in the first one. So these are the formal definitions. Importance of software engineering. More and more individuals and the society depends on advanced software system. We need to be able to produce a reliable and trustworthy system economically and quickly. It is usually cheaper in the long run to use the software engineering method and the techniques of the software system rather than just write a program as if it was a personal program project. For most type of system, the majority of cost are the cost of changing the system or cost of changing the software after it gone to the use. Some FAQs regarding the software engineering are: what is the software? What is the software? Answer can be found as computer program, data structures, and associated documentation. Software product may be developed for particular customer or may be developed for general market. Next question: what are the attributes of a good software? Good software should be delivered um, the required functionality and performance to the user and should be maintainable and dependable and usable. What is the software engineering? The software engineering is engineering discipline that is concerned with all aspects of software product. What is the difference between software engineering and computer science? That we have already seen. What is the difference between software engineering and system engineering? The system engineering is concerned with the aspect of computer-based system development, including hardware, software, and the process engineering. Software engineering is a part of more general process. What are the essential goods or essential attributes of good software? So in the good software, we can say that the maintainability, dependability, and security, efficiency, and acceptability are the main attributes. What are that attributes? Let's say maintainability. The software should be able to write in such a way that so that it can be evolved to meet the changing needs to the customer. This is a critical attribute because software change is an inevitable requirement of change business environment. Dependability and security. This is the second product characteristics. Software dependability includes a range of characteristics. Software characteristics include reliability, security, and safety. Dependability software should not cause a physical or economical damage in the event of the system failure. Malicious user should not be able to access or damage the system. That is the security. Efficiency. Next attribute of a good software. Uh, Software should not make wasteful use of a system resources such as memory and processor cycles. Efficiency therefore includes responsiveness, processing time, memory utilizations. Next is acceptability. So software should be acceptable to the types of user for which it is designed. This means that it must be understandable, usable, and compatible with the other system that they use. Next, what is software engineering? Software engineering is a layered architecture, right? And the very bottom, at a very bottom, at a broad thing, that is quality is the main focus. Then process models, methods, and tools are used. Any engineering approach must rest on organizational commitment to quality. So quality is a very important commitment to the quality, right? Which fosters the continuous process improvement in the culture, which has process layered as a foundation define a framework with activities of effective delivery of software engineering technology. It establishes the context where product are produced. Product in the sense model, data, report, and forms. Milestone are established, quality is ensured, and change is managed. Next layer is a method layer, which provides technical how to's for building the software. It encompasses many tasks including communication, requirement analysis, design modeling, program construction, testing, and support. Next, tools, which provides automated and semi-automated support for these methods. Next is software process. A process is a collection of activities. A process is a collection of activities, actions, and the tasks that are performed when some work product is to be created. It is not a rigid prescription. It is not a rigid prescription for how to build a computer software. Rather, it is an adaptable approach that enables the people doing the work to pick and choose the appropriate set of work action and task. The purpose of software process is to deliver the software in timely manner and which is sufficient quality with a sufficient quality to satisfy who have sponsored it, who have sponsored its creation, and those who will use it. There are 5 activities of generic process frameworks. First one is communication. First one is the communication, which is communicate with the customer, understand objectives, and gather the requirement. Second one is planning. It creates a map, define the work with a describing the task, risk and resources, work product and work schedule. Next attribute is modeling. It creates a sketch. What is look like architecturally, how constituent parts fit together and other characteristics are the concerned in modeling. Next attribute is construction, the code generation and the testing, and the last fifth activity will be deployment. It deliver the customer who evaluate the product and provides the feedback based on the evaluation. Five activities of generic process framework. These five framework activities can be used to all software development regardless of the application domain, which application domain, size of project, complexity and efforts, etc. Though the details will be different for each cases. For many software projects, these framework activities are applied iteratively as project progresses. Each iteration produces a software increment that provides a subset for all overall software features and functionality. Umbrella activities complement the five process framework activities and help team management and control process quality change and risk. First one, the project software project tracking and control accesses process against the plan and take action to maintain the schedule. Next is risk. Next is risk management. Assesses the risk that may affect outcome of the quality. Software quality assurance. Define and conduct activities to ensure quality. Technical reviews. Accesses work product to uncover and remove errors before going to the next activity. Measurement. Defines and collects process, project and product measures to ensure stakeholders' needs are met. Software configuration management manages the effect of change throughout the software processes. Next is reliability management. Define criteria for work product, reuse and establish mechanism to achieve reusable component. Work product preparation and production. It creates a work product such as model, documents, logs and forms and list and certain list. Adapting process models. The process should be agile and adaptable to the problem. Process adopted for one project might be significantly different than the process adopted from another project. The problem, the project, the team and organization cultures. This is due to that. Among the different differences are overall flow activities, actions and the task, the interdependencies among them. The degree to which action and task are defined within each framework activity. The differences are the degree to which the work product are identified and required. Among the differences are the manner which quality assurance activities are applied, the manner in which the project tracking and control activities are applied, the overall degree of detail and rigor with which the process is described, the degree to which customer and stakeholders are involved with the project, the level of autonomy given to the software teams, and the degree to which the team, organization or role are prescribed. So these are among some differences that are associated. The prescriptive and agile process models. The prescriptive process models stress detailed definition, identification and application of a process, activities and tasks. It is intended to improve system quality, takes project more manageable, make delivery dates and cost more predictable, and the guide team of software engineers as they perform the work required to build a system. Unfortunately, uh, they have unfortunately there have been times when these objectives were not achieved. If prescriptive models are applied dogmatically and without adoption, they can increase the level of bureaucracy. Agile process model emphasizes project agility and follow the set of principles that leads to a more informal approach to software process. It emphasizes manual maneuverability and adaptability. It is particularly useful when web applications are engineered. Essence of practices. Essence of practice. How does the practice of software engineering fit in the process activity mentioned above, namely communication, planning, modeling, construction, and deployment? George Polya outline the essence of problem solving suggest essence of problem solving that suggest first one, understand the problem, communication and analysis phase, plan a solution, modeling and designing phase, carry out the plan, code generation, and examine the result of accuracy testing and quality assurance. These are the software engineering phases. So George Polya has outlined these four important problem solving mechanisms: understand the problem, plan the solution, carry out the plan, and examine the plan, and related some software engineering phases are listed. The essence of software practices: first of all, understand the problem. There are some set of questions to be asked or we solve while discussing whether this problem is understood or not. Let's discuss, understand the problem. Who has a stake in the solution to the problem? First, what are the unknowns? Can be problem compartmentalized? Can the problem be represented graphically? So these are some few questions associated with the. Then plan the solution. Some questions are, have you seen similar problems before? While discussing this plan, has a similar problem to be solved? Can sub problem can be defined? Can you represent a solution which leads to effective communication? That. Next, essence of software practices: carry out the plan. Does the solution confirm the plan? Okay, otherwise if you are writing the solution and according to the plan it is not building, this is build something else, this is useless thing. So does the solution confirm the plan? Is very important. Is each component part of a solution is correct or not? Carry out the plan. Examine the result, right? Verification and validation. The questions can be asked like this: is it possible to test each component part of the solution? Does the solution produce a result conform to the data, function, features and behavior are required or not? Right. Next discussion will be the Hooker's general principle of a software engineering practices said by David Hooker. First is principle provide. First principle is provide. The reason is the reason it all exists. Provide value to the user. The software should be provide a value to its user and satisfy their requirements. Right? So this is provide. Next is KISS, abbreviated and then pronounced as KISS, right? KISS stands for keep it simple stupid, right? This is the abbreviated keep it simple stupid. Simple as possible. All design and implementation should be as simple as possible, and software development should be maintainable or less error prone. Next principle, maintain, under David Hooker principle of practices. Maintain the vision, otherwise incompatible design came into picture. A clear vision is required for essential to project success. Next principle from David Hooker will be produce what you produce, other will consume, right? What you produce, other will consume. So always just think that always specify the design and implementation, knowing that someone else will later how to understand and modify that you did. Be open to the future. Next principle, never design yourself into the corner. Okay, build software that can easily be changed and adapted. These are the main motto. Plan ahead for reuse. Reuse of software reduces the long-term cost and increase the value of the program and reusable components. Next and last, think, place clear, complete thought before action produce better result. Placing clear, complete thought before action most produce the better results. And this is the some important principle regarding to David Hooker. In this way, we come to the end of this session. In the next session, we will see come up with a new different topic. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you very much.